Welcome to The Topic, where we highlight Houston Community College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Todd Duplantis. If you're watching us on YouTube, social media, or HCC TV, make sure to subscribe to our podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or download all shows at hccs.edu/podcast. We've got a great show lined up for you today. Healthcare is changing almost on a daily basis, and to address those needs, Houston Community College is training the next wave of healthcare professionals. Prashant Harjai joins us from the Center for Healthcare Professionals, and he is the program manager. Thanks for being here on The Topic.
Hi, Mr. Todd. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now tell me about this. It's called the CHP, the Center for Healthcare Professionals. I see you have a Coleman jacket on. Are you associated with Coleman College, and can students attend your classes across the district?
That is correct. We are affiliated with Coleman. We are actually housed there as well. With our courses, we offer our courses at Coleman. Some of our courses are offered across Texas, and some of the organizations that we serve are in and around Houston and across Texas as well.
Tell me how that works. How are the programs offered across Texas? Are you embedded with other schools, or how does that work?
We partner with different organizations in Houston, around Houston, and across Texas. And we look at their needs, continuing education needs for their organization, for the members of their organization. And then we try to fulfill those needs.
Now tell me about are students looking at certifications, I imagine, because this is part of continuing education, and are there certain programs that you work with the CHP?
That's a great question. We actually, Centers for Health Professions, or CHP, our role is to offer educational courses to individuals and organizations to promote their healthcare professional development needs. We have different category of courses that we offer to both individuals and the organizations in our community. The first category is the existing healthcare professionals. So we have courses that serve professionals that are already in the healthcare field, so courses for our dental professionals, such as coronal polishing, pits and fissure sealants. So these are dental professionals. They need some more education to upgrade their skills. So we offer that. We are actually in Jan 2020, I'm very excited to share with you and our audience that we are starting an online nitrous oxide sedation monitoring program that would be serving our dental professionals all across Texas. We are approved providers for several professions such as nursing, community healthcare worker, licensed social worker. So what we do is we partner with organizations to provide their members a continuing nursing education, community health worker continuing education units. So those are all things that we are currently doing.
So you've got a number of disciplines that you work with. We're talking with Prashant Harjai, the HCC Program Manager for Center for Healthcare Professionals. Their web address is hccs.edu/CHP. They are part of Coleman College, and from what you're telling me, since this is continuing education, these are folks who are already professionals in the market who may be looking to acquire a certain certification so that they can earn more money or advance to the next level of their career, correct?
That is correct. So this category of courses helps the professionals that are in the healthcare field already and promote their education so that they can go up the clinical ladder and do more skills.
If someone's thinking, well, I'm in the healthcare, maybe I'm working right now as a dental assistant, okay, and I want to get another certification so I can administer nitrous. You mentioned you have online courses, but how long is it going to take me to get that certification? Does that vary?
That is correct. So the time required for certification would depend on the course. And again, that would depend on the professional guidelines, which are mostly set by the state or other regulatory agencies. So again, if there are any questions about that, usually a good place to start would be our website, because we actually capture the number of hours for our certification for each of the courses. So we capture those hours on our website, which is www.hccs.edu/chp.
Now, if someone is looking to get a certification and then continue their education, maybe go into the HCC as a student as well at Coleman College, are these stackable certificates, and will they help them in getting credits needed towards an associate's degree?
I think that's a very good question. I think that goes to second and third category of courses that we do have. The second category of courses are courses for students that would like to go into healthcare. So we currently have a healthcare interpreter training course that we offer to the students. It's English to Spanish.
Which I imagine in Houston there's a big need for that right now.
Absolutely. With our diverse population here in Houston and a big Hispanic community, we believe, and again the data supports as well from our employers and from other sources, that there's a big need to serve that population and to be able to effectively translate. The uniqueness about our course is that our course meets the requirements for both certified medical interpreter and certified healthcare interpreter. So if you are looking to get into healthcare, it's a 50-hour course, which is not a whole lot when you think about the big scheme of things. And once you graduate, you have a choice. You can become certified medical interpreter or certified healthcare interpreter. And once you do that, you can actually start to work in healthcare. You can earn good money. And you know what, if you want to support your family, or if you want to support your future educational endeavors, it is a great opportunity.
Now, that you help folks find employment with that degree or with that certification, is that correct?
We do. We have resources that we offer to our students in terms of looking for employment. And that is certainly an area that Houston Community College and Coleman College, we have a dedicated staff which is geared towards that.
I know at Coleman, because I've interviewed a lot of folks from Coleman, a lot of the students at Coleman are working in their field, maybe as an assistant or getting the training to get a job when they complete their degree or their certification. And I guess that works in a lot of cases with you guys as well.
That is correct, yes. So once they get their degree and their certificates, yes,
they can get placed pretty quickly with that, because there's a need in the tech, and being the fact that the Coleman's in the middle of the Texas Medical Center, you're right there where the jobs are.
That is correct. Again, we have a lot of needs that are driven by the community, and those communities are adjoining to where the training is, to where the Coleman campus is. Because Houston is expanding, Houston is growing, healthcare and need for healthcare services are increasing. And as part of that need, which is increasing, we are looking at fulfilling that increasing need.
Absolutely, that's what HCC is about, answering the demand of the workforce.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Prashant Harjai, thanks for joining us and talking to us about the Center for Healthcare Professionals.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Todd.
Absolutely. You can find them on the web at hccs.edu/CHP for the Center for Healthcare Professionals. When we return, we'll explore the world of nursing and training for nursing programs, all coming up. Stay tuned.
I've seen people's lives change just by attending a class at HCC.
Some of them might not have the financial means to go to a four-year university. That doesn't make them any less quote-unquote smart than the kids who go to a four-year school.
HCC is easy to get to. It's easy to apply and easy to become a part of.
It gave me so much confidence.
Once you finish your 2 years there, you can transition into a four-year university or go into the workforce.
It's affordable, it's accessible, it changes lives.
Welcome back to The Topic on HCC TV. If you're watching us on the TV show or if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our podcast, and you can download all podcasts at hccs.edu/podcast. We're joined now by Brenda Deloney, and we're talking about certified nurse aides, and Brenda is the HCC Certified Nurse Aide Program Manager. Thanks for being here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now tell me, what does a certified nurse aide do? What type of duties do they perform?
A certified nurse aide is responsible for taking care of patients or residents. They may go into the home, they may go in hospitals, the clinics, doctor's office, and hospitals. What they're responsible for is to make sure that the patient is taken care of.
Okay.
You know, it's just like you go into the home or you go into the hospital, you first greet them, hello, how are you? And then you go right into making sure what they need. It may be a bed bath, it may be doing their nails, it may be just combing their hair. Whatever their needs are, that's what a certified nurse aide does.
Are they working under the direction of a registered nurse or a supervisor on duty? Do they have to work with them, or how does that work?
Yes, a certified nurse aide is, if they're in we'll say a nursing home.
Okay.
They're under the direction of a director of nursing. So if they're in a hospital, there's going to be a staff nursing or a nurse that's in charge. Most of the time, all those nurses are going to be RN nurses, but LVN does take a part as well.
With an aging population in the United States and really across the world, what exactly? I guess this is a pretty secure job, because you mentioned working in nursing homes, so they're going to have there are a lot of jobs available for something like this, correct?
That is absolutely correct. As a matter of fact, there are so many jobs out there for a certified nurse aide that the companies are willing to come to our job fairs at the South Campus or at the Coleman campus, and they'll interview them, and they may give them a chance without having their certificate from their state exam, because they're in such a great need of the certified nurse aides right now.
So if they're going through the program, they can actually get a chance to go out there and start working?
Yes, it depends on where they're going.
Right.
But yes, that opportunity is there.
For becoming a certified nurse aide, how long does the program last? And I imagine, can you get levels of certification? Are these stackable? Or are they transferable with a degree?
The Certified Nurse Aide program is only 6.5 weeks, which is 108 CEU hours.
Okay.
It's divided into 60 hours where they actually do the lecture, and they learn the 45 skills that they need to learn before they go to the clinical site. After they've taken their tests and everything's looking okay, that they're passing and everything, they go to the clinical site to do the clinical rotation. That is where they have the opportunity to meet the senior citizens, the residents, the staff administrator, and they're actually able to do all the skills that they've learned in the classroom. They're actually able to do it on the residents at the nursing home.
Do you find folks who are wanting to go into this possibly being people that would want to become a registered nurse and maybe starting off, getting some employment, getting out there working in the field while still continuing their education?
Yes, you're absolutely correct. As a matter of fact, the Health Science Coleman College offers the licensed vocational nurse, that's the LVN, and that's one of the pathways that the students can go. And this is the neat thing, because the students really enjoy what they do, because you have to have a heart.
Sure.
And you have to enjoy working with people. And certified nurse aide is the first step for you to see if that's exactly what you want to do. And they just don't stop at CNA, but they go on to the LVN and the RN program.
And RN programs, a lot of folks will ask this question too, and I know HCC is real big on working with other universities and getting a transfer into a 4-year degree, or really 4-year degrees where you start at HCC and just move on somewhere seamlessly. Is that something they can do through Coleman College?
Yes. Yes,
They can
it
look
is.
into that as well.
They can look into that as well.
We've talked to a lot of folks about the fact that healthcare careers are booming right now. I mean, how beneficial it is for students to have Coleman College located in the middle of the Texas Medical Center, to have those partnerships with local hospitals.
Well, it is absolutely amazing, because not only do we feeder from our 6 locations that we have working with Coleman, but we also have all those different companies and hospitals that they can feeder into as well. So it's really a plus for us to be at the Coleman campus.
And you mentioned something which right off the top, saying that some of these employers, they're out at your job fairs looking to hire these students right away. So obviously there's a need.
Yes, there is a need. As a matter of fact, we're going to host a job fair at the Coleman campus on October the 29th, and at the South Campus on October the 29th. At that time, and this is the unique thing about the job fair that we have at the South Campus, the employers come out, we do a couple of trainings with them, and then we let the employers tell the students what they want. We want them to get a connection. And so because they get that connection, they get up, they tell them what exactly they are looking for, and then the students, they go to the different, and we do encourage them to go to each table, to each vendor, to talk with them. It may be MD Anderson, it may be Harris Health, it could be some of the different nursing homes that we do attend when we take the students for their clinical rotation.
And, you know, which is unique in this way, because usually when you're interviewing for a job, you're interviewing for one job with one employer, and you're hoping they're interviewing you. But really, these students have the choice of interviewing the employers to see where they're going to want to go, and that's because of the demand, I guess.
Right. They get a chance to see exactly what that employer is looking for, and then they get a chance to choose. The thing that they have to know how to do is to sell themselves. As long as they sell themselves. And we have had cases where students were offered jobs from 3 different places. So they had the opportunity to choose, where do I want to go? Who's going to give me the best benefits?
Well, that's a big thing, too, because you may get the best job and pays the most money, but the benefits are really what matters these days for a lot of us.
Exactly.
How often do you guys have these job fairs where students can go out? Is it at least once a semester?
Yes. Usually we do one in the fall, summer, and the spring.
Now, if someone wants to get enrolled and they said, well, you know what, I can't drive down to Coleman. Can I live in the southwest part of town.
Right.
Do you offer classes across the district, and where?
Yes, we do offer classes across the district. We have West Loop campus, that's off of 5601 West, the West Loop. And then we have the Southeast campus, also known as East Side. We have the South Campus, also known as 288. And then we have Leaf, Bissonnet, Katy, and Acres Homes.
Wow. So really across the district. And,
Yes.
And I guess lots of different schedules to work with folks who may be working during the day.
Yes, we have morning classes, 8:30 to 12:30, or either 9 to 1. We do have Saturday classes, it's from 8 to 5. And then we have evening classes that is 5:30 to 9:30.
I'm telling you, if you're looking for a job that's going to be rewarding and it sounds like job security, certified nurses aides is it. And even if you want to go on to become a registered nurse, it gives you a taste of work in that field.
That's correct. And the thing that is so unique about the companies, if a student or a person that they employ, if they do a good job, they will send them to school where
And
they
they'll
can
pay
go
for it.
right, and they'll pay for it. So that's a really a neat opportunity for them.
Brenda Deloney, HCC Certified Nurse Aide Program Manager, thanks for joining us on the topic to tell us about this program.
Thank you so much for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the program, it's very easy. Log on to hccs.edu/health and search for Certified Nurse Aide. That's it for this week's version of the topic. Thanks for joining me, and remember to download all our podcasts at hccs.edu/podcast. I'm Todd Duplantis. I'll see you next time.